Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage Artie Lange.
Over John promised you food.
What'd you say?
For only 15% off.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage Artie Lange.
Oh my God! Turn this down. Turn my volume down.
Aren't you going to eat?
Turn this volume down.
Eat.
No, you go ahead, John.
Justin, go
I
bananas.
can't hear shit.
We're on the air. We're rolling. That familiar hack you're hearing. Not comedy.
Hey, that's so
comedy.
nice of you to call
Here we
me
go.
that.
Cough.
Here we go, Tammy. It starts already.
Oh, Stuttering John.
Are we starting?
John.
Is this?
We're on the air, buddy.
On the air.
All right. Well, can I just say that we're doing the Artie Lange podcast? What is it?
You want to make this official?
Yes, and the Stuttering John podcast on iTunes and Podcast One. Love, romance, and other lies with Kevin Pescatelli.
Wait. What are you doing? You're doing an official intro to your show?
Well, yeah, we're simulcasting.
Well, why don't we
this.
tag it at the end or something?
All right, whatever.
No, do it again. Go ahead.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. You're here listening to the Artie Lange podcast along with the Stuttering John podcast.
What is
That's the former announcer for the
The
Tonight
Stuttering John podcast.
Someone wooed him away from his original job.
Love, romance, and other lies
John-
with Tammy Pescatelli.
Show. John, let me ask you something. Have you given up?
Giving up what? Have you?
Trying.
Have you
What
looked in
are
the
you doing?
fucking mirror? Have you looked in the fucking mirror?
I'm talking about your attitude here. Are you officially putting your show
Great.
on the air?
This is like Rocky 3. They just come out fucking pounding each other in the face.
No.
Opening bell.
Was that your intro to your show?
No, but I just thought we should do something official.
I never do something official. It's pre-taped.
Yeah, but how many have you done?
Like 260.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is
So
4.
this is your fourth. So well, explain what it is. You're launching a podcast.
Yeah, we have had a great podcast together with
All 3 of them.
our first guest, Howie Mandel.
Right.
What is that
voice?
Guy Fieri.
What is that voice you're
It's
doing?
Bud Friedman
This is
from the
What is that?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Stuttering John podcast.
Is that your 82 beers voice?
Yes. No, this is my.
How many beers have you had?
Only 10.
Now, of course, whenever John's here, there's a scared teenager in the corner who is either related to him or lives in his neighborhood. Like the family says, Uncle John's coming. What is your name?
Justin.
Of course it is.
So, Justin, how are you related to your uncle?
We're not related.
How do you know him?
He played football for years with my father and uncle.
He played football with your father?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So so that means you have to drive him whenever he comes home?
Yeah, more or less.
So he's your driver.
Well, Artie, he's not telling the truth. I only got him backstage for how many dysfunctional family picnics?
And he asks you to drive him when he comes into town.
He asked me to hang out, but usually
Just to hang out.
I'm driving somewhere.
All right, he's a very good-looking young
Just
boy
insert
band that
Michael
John takes
Jackson.
on. Yeah, John takes on the road.
So you
that we can't explain.
Do you also drive Lou Pearlman in Florida? What? So John says to you, "I plan on having like 40 beers today." So,
No. John doesn't drink, really.
well, he's drinking
Really?
right now.
John.
Oh, he doesn't drink. Are you
The
supposed to?
last guy he drove for was Jared Fogle, and let me just say,
Who's Jared Fogle?
forget it.
Oh, the Subway guy. So is John not supposed to be drinking in public?
No. Well, if John couldn't drink in public, John wouldn't go in public.
So he says to you he wants to hang out with you. That's his fake thing.
Yes.
And then you just happen to drive all the time.
Exactly.
Do you really want to hang out with Justin?
Well, Justin's not being completely honest. I love Justin, and
Right.
Justin loves me, and yes, I think Justin likes to hang out with me. And he
The last guy that was here also was your best friend. He also had a car.
no, that was my nephew. That was my nephew.
That's what I'm thinking. Your nephew, he's a good kid. And
Yeah.
what happened? He was busy?
Yes, he finally got a job.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good.
I'm still working on that.
But this is actually, no, you have a gig now. You're on a podcast network, which is cool.
Yeah,
And,
on Adam Carolla's network,
which is a big deal.
Yeah.
I mean, that's huge. Adam's it might be the biggest podcast in the world, Adam, right?
Yeah, Adam's. What I hear is making over $5 million a year.
Where do you hear that from? You ask him. John asked me what they make after knowing them for 3 seconds. Hi, this is John Mulaney. What do you make? What are you talking about? Oh, for a living, what do you make? What do you do? But the big classy thing about the podcast, it's a real co-host, Tammy Pescatelli, who's hilarious and a good friend of mine, is your co-host.
Yes.
Which is great. I think that's awesome.
Yeah, Tammy's beautiful, funny, and her husband is my friend that I met in Tony Tina's wedding, which was the same place that I met my wife.
That's cool. Wow. Now, do you have a nephew that'll drive John in Cleveland?
This is part of my public service.
Now, the other thing is the great Russ Maneve is here.
Thank you, buddy.
Yeah.
And John, Russ, and I have history. We did a gig together in May of 2003 at the Columbus, Ohio Funny Bone.
That I've been hearing about this whole time.
Well, it became sort of legendary because the following Monday, we got to the show, and Howard asked about our weekend, and John talked about everything I ate, which was a lot. And
we went to the Steak and Shake.
Right.
And you ordered, like...
a steak and a shake.
No.
Several of each.
12 sticks.
Yeah.
9 of those.
And, well, I mean, and so somehow I'm the dirtbag of the crew. After John he does 52 whippets in the green.
That's right.
And Russ...
Greg Allman used to leave like heroin needles. John, it was 52 Ready Whip cans.
Oh, he lost his headphones.
And you know what's so funny is all Russ did was drink a latte.
Well, Russ was...
Is that what it did?
He didn't have a latte. No, but Russ was actually, it's back when I found out how often Russ writes, actually. I felt terrible. Russ was telling me his writing schedule. And Russ was a professional comedian who did very well. And John,
he is still a professional.
When we met, and John and I were, John was doing whippets, and I was eating a steak and shake. What else can I say? And they were sold out shows. I did 2.5 hours drunk on stage. I don't remember it.
Where, the Funny Bone, or where were you, at a theater?
At the Funny Bone, the last show. I woke up and realized I spoke publicly the night before, and I didn't remember it.
Artie,
that's a horrifying feeling.
Wow. Put it this way, the stage manager came up to me. She goes,
"Stage manager?
Yeah.
What are we doing? What are we doing? Wicked?
Yeah.
No, it was this chick, and she goes,
her name is Mo.
Yeah.
All right. Well, fucking. She was like, "Hey, are you going to take him off stage?"
Right.
And I go, "No, I'm not going near that
stage. It was the last show. I mean, who cares?
No, but it was like guys going back and be like, "Yeah, I'll fucking fight you."
Right.
He went to sound.
John tells a wicked story. I'll tell you.
No,
you can weave a tale.
But the best thing is that she wrote a letter.
What happened with her? You left
wrote
a lot out.
Well,
I said, what happened? You said, the stage manager. Woo.
No, but she wrote a letter, and like
she
to
did.
The owner.
She was mad. Yeah.
She said, John and Artie did a show. John had no control over the show. Artie.
Well, what did she think was going to happen? You were going to have control over the.
And she said that. But she said, although we sold out of 3 brands of beer, we've never sold more beer ever in the history of the Columbus.
What the hell is she complaining about?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, exactly.
There's a problem. We made a lot of money.
I know.
I love when they do that.
And define out of control. I mean, it wasn't out of control.
Yeah, Russ, you were there. It was no big deal. But she was a bitch. She was a problem.
There's always...
I'm sure she's doing well.
She's probably there. I don't remember if she's still there. I don't think so.
I don't know, but I know that we really did well. We sold so much fucking
We sold
alcohol.
out every show.
Yeah.
But that was when that's the first time I saw Larry the Cable Guy. I saw a picture of him, and I said to the guy, "What is this guy?" And the guy goes, "That's his bit." I go, "That's never going to work."
Right.
How astute you are.
I said to the guy, I said, this guy, that's a ridiculous gimmick. Tell the guy to go back to his, the guy's got a gym in his house. The guy's got a full court basketball gym in his house.
Yeah.
Because he's Larry the Cable Guy.
And a diner. I've been there. It's got a waitress.
He has a diner in his house?
He's actually...
That's obnoxious.
He's actually the sweetest guy in the world. His name is Dan, but he's the sweetest guy in the world.
How do you know that?
Because I would hang out with him on the Tonight Show. We would, he was a big fan of the Stern Show.
Ask him what he makes a year.
What do you make?
What are you pulling?
How much does the tool belt run you? What's the overhead? Are those real flannels?
What's the licensing fee on Get Her Done?
What do you drop on laundry? Hey, I don't know, John. You guys are both in your characters. I don't know, John. Let's get some Prilosec. What's Prilosec paper?
He is actually the sweetest guy in the world.
Okay, you're on record.
No, I am. No,
if he does another plumber movie, he'll be in it.
No, I know. I asked him to be one of them, but I never got the call back.
How'd you do that? Hi, John. I'm Dan. Can I be in one of your movies? How did you ask him to be in a movie?
No, I don't really think I did. I didn't think. He's got this hot wife too, and we were at the.
Why wouldn't he?
We were at the
Yeah,
Comedy
but she's
Central.
a real wife, like, you know what I mean? That one that really likes him
Really?
and loves
Yeah,
him, and
yeah.
she's a good
All
one.
right, let's see about that.
No, he's a super sweet dude, man. You should have him on here.
No, yeah, well, okay. Well, Dan, get right on that. Well, we could come on anytime. I never thought of it. Will you come on?
He's a really funny dude, and you should have him on, dude.
Okay. Well, I mean, I don't think he'd come on here. He's that big. I don't think he would do this.
Oh,
I think he's
he
above
would.
this show.
No, he's a big fan of the Stern Show.
And his wife really loves him.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, and she's super freaking hot.
I think she's hanging out with Ed the plumber guy.
Nah.
I'm at the builder. I'm at the carpenter guy. Well, so now the podcast. How often are you going to do them? Because
We only do one a week.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, it's fine.
And now Tammy flies to wherever you do it. You do it live because that works better than an ISDN line. But
Yeah. Well, so far, of the 3 that we've done,
right,
I went out to L.A. for 2, and then we've been here in New York.
that's good. When's the next one?
But John wants me to stay at his house.
Where's that in California? Well, no.
Oh no, I just bought a place in Canoga Park, which is Spanish for "Your life is over." But but it's nice. I mean, you have the view.
Is that in your act? Is that joking?
No, it's not an act. You know, go fuck yourself, Artie.
What are you talking about? I just asked if that joke was in your act.
You know what? I just had.
It was a good joke.
I just had Pat Cooper on.
I know. No, you got all the current ones. But is he in One Direction? Pat Cooper. I love Pat Cooper. I thought he was dead, actually.
Oh, he just went off on
our People Who You Thought Were Dead series.
He went on. Such
He
a dick.
trashed everybody.
Yeah, he went from trashing Howard to you, and,
Right.
and said how unfunny you were,
Right.
And then he went to
I don't think he thought it was you.
no, I mean, then he went to
Was he thinking about Jessica Lange?
and then he went to.
That really got you, Dan, did it?
He was terrible in King Kong.
He said Dice. He said Dice wasn't funny.
Right.
Cook wasn't funny.
All the people who dwarf his income. Well, that's good. So what do you say about Howard, though?
Oh, he went off on Howard. I just said, well, why don't you like mend the fences like I did? Like that's what
happened. Yeah, it's all over the Twitter that you and Howard made up.
Well,
there wasn't a feud. Was there a feud?
Was there a feud?
Well, I mean, you know,
Artie, last time I was on your fucking show.
Yeah, but it didn't sound vicious. It was just like
What do you mean? He talked about it and said how hurt he was.
Well, I mean, that's not a real feud. He wasn't mad. He was hurt.
You were feuding before that, though, weren't you?
What the fuck's the difference?
So what happened? How'd you mend it?
Well, I don't even know how much it's mended, but I reached out to Beth Stern, his.
So you initiated it.
Beth.
Yeah. And
his wife, yeah.
Yeah, on Facebook, and because I don't have Howard's email or his
well, I think that's
number.
on purpose. Huh?
Yeah, I would.
Listen to Dan. He's never.
I would.
Oh, I
would tend to agree.
Right. Well, I don't either. I mean, I have his phone number. He's had the same phone number forever. I was always impressed by that. He never changed his number.
Yeah, but I never remembered. But anyway,
I got it if you want.
No, but
I've given it out at raffles. I've done that before. I go to an auction, I forget to bring a prize, like David Tell's auction, and I give out Spade's cell number.
Spades.
It's happened 3 times. And he calls me, he goes, "What are you doing?" He goes, Bozo called me. That's right.
But anyway, so I emailed, and I said, Beth,
you had Beth's email.
Well, I had her on Facebook. She follows me on Facebook.
Okay.
And then I said, hey, Beth, could you just send this to Howard? And I wrote, very simply, I said, Howard, I know we said some horrible things about each other in the past, and I just wanted to say that if I hurt you, I apologize. I've always considered you a friend.
Well, that's nice.
Best, John. Then he wrote back and said, thank you so much for saying that.
That's great.
All is good, no worries. And that was it.
Are you sure it was even him?
Yeah, because he wrote Howard.
That's it.
Okay, let's take a vote. Does anyone think Howard wrote that?
He might have.
I actually think he did.
He probably did.
I bet it was Beth. Because Beth's very sweet. She's trying to mend the fence.
No, I think it was Howard.
Well, okay, so can you call him now and hang out?
No, I don't think it's that mended, but I think at least I reached out. I extended the olive branch, as you
right.
will,
Okay.
So I mean,
Justin, do you think it's mended?
I think more or less. I think if they see each other, he'll probably wave. But
like define.
Now, what about Howie Mandel? Yeah, Howie Mandel knows Howard. Does he think it's mended when you tell that story?
No, but you know what? Already, like, both you and I, we've had tumultuous pasts with Howard, and I think
What kind of pass?
Tumultuous past.
Is there an R in there or no?
Why would you say tumultuous? Why would you say that? Why don't you avoid that word?
I don't know.
Why would you wear a jacket that hasn't fit since you were 12?
Oh, he bit back.
All right. I'm going to hold for laugh, and then we'll go.
All right. Anyway, so I think that, like both you and I just,
Why are you bringing me into it?
Well,
Why do I have to
You
do
bring
that?
an attorney in here.
no, you don't have any. I mean, aren't you and Howard not talking? I've heard that
One of us isn't talking.
I've heard that you are upset with him, and I've heard
From who?
I've heard on several podcasts.
I told you that.
No, but
But what does that have to do with you in the tumultuous path?
what I'm saying.
I don't think
both-
I'm tumultuous, no.
Well,
That's you.
Okay, whichever it may be,
Right.
We both aren't allowed. We're banned from the place.
But don't you think that by talking
Not
about
me.
that email that you sent and back, you're putting yourself right back in that exact situation?
No, I don't think so. I think.
What was your goal in sending the email? You just wanted to be friends?
No, you know what, Artie? I think that at some point in your life, you get older and say, "Why am I holding on to these grudges?" And
Right.
like why? Does it do me any good to?
But
to
if one other
keep on-
person, one other person in the relationship is not showing any care at all, why would you do that to
He was
yourself?
married, so
Yeah, I mean,
he's used to it.
No. Well, he emailed me back, and I think I don't anticipate him.
So you think what you just told me is closure?
I guess in a way, at least I tried. Like to make up.
I
with
think
him.
it's great. I don't think he's reciprocated in any way, really.
Well, he wrote back and said everything's
That's
good.
nice of you to say thank you. You wrote a very sweet thing. I think you
Yeah.
could have said more, don't you?
No,
I think he could have told Beth to say more. I think he could have told the cat that he trained to type.
It's all very good.
Yeah, hey John, we taught a cat to type, and Howard can't get back to you, but this is Timmy.
Oh, why Timmy? Jackie's still pissed about the Timmy thing.
Who's Timmy? Who's Timmy? What are you talking about?
You don't know this?
Oh.
No,
It's a flux capacitor. to
Jackie,
we're not
understand
done.
this
We're
whole
not done yet with the train cat.
conversation.
Wait.
But no. Jackie also.
I wasn't done with the train cat bit.
All right, we'll keep going. You're killing.
I'm kidding. Yeah.
No,
It should have been a dog.
It looks like Morris. Remember Morris the cat?
a dog. Is right.
no. Jackie was so upset that you didn't read this on Reader Online or whatever it was.
Yeah, unlike you, I don't get up and read Radar online.
He's
I don't
actually doing
either,
a
but I
show
get
on HBO.
But, but I see it.
What do you do? What is it?
Well, do you really want to know, or you want to just Google
I don't
me?
care.
know.
Judge. Well, yeah, well, you brought it
I don't
up.
know.
You're making it sound like it's a lot of big news. Go ahead, say it.
I didn't say it was big news. What am I, fucking Peter Jennings? I don't know.
Wow.
Peter Williams, whatever his name is.
Just say tumultuous.
Brian Williams or Peter Gunn.
Can you say tumultuous?
Cat Jennings. That's
What am I, Walter Cronkite? I don't know. Fucking.
Just say tumultuous again. Well, what is the news? Now I got to hear it. The word I said the name Timmy, and you said Jackie's still mad. You go, you didn't see that on Radar Online?
I guess Jackie said that he was upset because now Howard is a big cat lover.
Right.
And yet, when his cat Timmy was lost.
Oh, I didn't even know his cat's
died.
name was Timmy.
Oh, yeah. All right. Well, I think
well,
subconsciously you
maybe
knew.
I did. That's crazy. That is a weird coincidence.
Yeah, but.
And they goofed on him for weeks. That his cat.
Yes, that his cat died, and
It's very
Jackie was upset that now that Howard's a cat lover, that I'm not speaking for anybody, but I'm guessing.
yes, you.
But no, I'm not. It was a fucking article, Tammy. But like by reading it, it seems like Jackie thought it was somewhat hypocritical because now Howard's in love with cats, but yet he fucking beat him.
Dan,
up for it.
Dan, can we cut that out?
Yeah.
Again, let me see.
Why do you want to cut that out?
Let me see if I can get the bit back with the
Oh.
cat typing.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm
No,
sorry.
I can't do it. I can't do
I
it.
just want to do the cat typing there. I want to hear this shit.
Is that Leno?
It's fucking Leno.
Now, how's your relationship with Leno?
Very well.
That's great. He's a very nice guy.
He's a great guy.
He is a good guy.
I remember when I was in.
Is he as nice a guy as Larry the Cable Guy?
They're both very nice.
Who's funnier?
Guys. What's that?
Who's funnier?
Who the fuck am I to judge another?
Well, you
comic?
said Larry the Cable Guy's very funny,
He's very funny.
and Jay Leno's obviously very funny.
Very funny.
In your opinion, who's funnier?
I can't. I don't judge that. Artie.
Okay.
You know, I mean, like.
So it's a tie. Put you down for a tie.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, you know, when you sit and judge comics
what do you
for us, I mean, like, you're gonna sit. Oh, I mean, you're gonna sit and judge who's funnier to you. I don't know.
You judge people all the time.
I think if somebody asked me a comparison between two people, I could probably.
But the
All right.
answer's
So
that
who's
one.
funnier for you,
Jay
Jay
Leno.
Leno
I think
or
Jay
Jay
Leno.
Leno at his height was destroyed.
I think Jay Leno's funnier. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, when he was a real working club comic.
Right.
I don't know if he's still doing it now. Or not.
He didn't need a hammer and a tool set.
I don't think that's what you do. Is fucking sit and judge other comics. You seem to be able to do that.
Well,
Artie.
you do it in your head, though. You must.
You have to.
No, I don't.
Come
I don't,
on.
nah, I get that to you.
Well, you're breaking into Leno.
Who's funnier? Well, you don't want to ask. Well, that's a Tammy. Who do you think's funnier, Jay Leno or Larry the Cable Guy?
Did you hear that guy?
Who do you think is funnier, Jay Leno or the guy whose last name is the Cable Guy?
Well, Dan Whitney is always fun. You know what it is, though? Here's
Dan
what
Whitney
it is.
is his name, right?
Here's what it is, Artie. They both do these amazing corporates
Right.
that we don't ever get to see their material.
I find it astonishing that there's comedians who won't say Jay Leno's way funnier.
Because
than
you
Larry
know
Cable.
the shit that I get into. If I say anything about it,
Well,
I don't want to have to
think-
hide it.
There's not going to be a Larry the Cable Guy
I
feel.
think
There's a
Larry the Cable Guy would-
fatwa in my head, no matter what you
I
say.
think
Jay-
Larry the Cable Guy would say Jay Leno. Was
Yeah,
funnier.
I think everybody breathing would say it.
Well, you know what's funny though? My generation has.
Jay Leno was 8 years old. He was funnier than
Dan, why do I come on this show? It's always Artie trashing me. It's like crazy.
I'm trashing Larry the Cable Guy, not you.
There is a good, but see,
With a
it
side
happens to
order
be
of
like
you.
he's a good friend of mine. Like I've been to his house,
Well,
like
then
I'm at your
then
house.
Don't
so-
worry, but then you're exonerated.
Yeah, I have to be.
John
Right?
sounds like he's afraid he's going to lose a
Fair
job.
But can I tell you something? That's one of the things that's the hardest thing to do this podcast with John is that so many people are saying stuff about your friends.
Yeah.
Like I don't even know how you deal with it. Like
Yeah.
you stick up because you
Well,
got to let
you
people
deal
have
with it
their
with Johnny. He
opinions.
doesn't judge anybody.
No, it's just like, why would I see? I'm not in the.
But we all judge.
Okay, Tammy, but a lot of comics won't judge another comic. I mean, it doesn't behoove anybody to do that.
Behoove?
Yes, Artie. Yes, it doesn't help anybody to do that, and it doesn't help anything.
Justin, did he just use that word properly?
I think so.
Yeah, Artie.
Maybe I'm wrong. I'm not a smart.
Yeah, well, why don't you fucking Google it, fucking high school dropout?
Wow.
Oh my God, my guy graduated in August. Actually graduated in August.
Behooved,
Wait.
tumultuous. He's a bit of a snob.
Sorry,
Yeah.
where'd
Did you
you go to NYU?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Did you actually graduate high school, Artie?
In August of 1985, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know you graduated. I always thought you were a dropout.
No, I graduated in 85 of August. I had to go to summer school. Thanks for bringing that up. It's very painful. Thanks for judging me.
I read it in the book.
I don't judge you as a comic. I think you're funny.
Well, you're judging me now as a person.
You mean after all the 8 billion jokes you just made about me?
No.
Now suddenly you're getting sensitive?
That's very hurtful.
Get the fuck out of here.
That's very. What happened on the post? Oh my God, that laugh!
Stage 4.
Artie, you and I went on the road. We've had the best times in our lives.
Right. Well, that's your perspective.
Oh, okay.
I'm kidding. I'm fucking around. You can't take a joke now. I'm fucking around. We had a blast.
I can't take a joke.
We did. We had a blast. And then that ended. And then you got mad at me for ending it.
I never got mad at you.
And you were a little bitter.
I'm never a little bitter.
I never.
Very high.
Some Leno in you.
I gotta tell you, I've never been a little
Every
bitter.
bad thing he says is Jay Leno. Isn't that funny that that's
Who's
his
funnier?
out?
Who's funnier? Larry the Cable Guy.
I think they're both funny.
Okay.
I will tell you
Well,
this.
I think Jay would be hurt that you can't say that. I mean, Jay gave you a job.
No, Jay would. Jay's advice would be say exactly what I'm saying. For instance,
Be phony.
No, it's not being phony.
I
It's
think
not
it
being
is.
phony.
I think you have a definite opinion on who's funnier, and you won't say it.
No, I think they're both funny. I really, honestly do.
funnier?
I honestly think they're both funny.
I mean, I think it's insane that anybody would say Jay Leno's not funnier than Larry the Cable Guy.
I just think. Well, who's funnier, Howard or Jay Leno, Artie?
Who's funnier?
Yeah.
What do you mean funny? Explain funny.
Who's-
They're two totally different
Why
things.
suddenly do I have
But
to fucking
say
explain
that.
it?
Answer that.
I mean, no, I'm just.
It's a much
Howard's
closer
way-
race than Larry the Cable Guy
I
and
think
Jay
Howard's
Leno.
way
All right. So who's funnier?
I think Howard's way funnier.
I think
than Jay
as
Leno.
someone who's responsible for more laughs, Howard absolutely.
Oh my God, I laughed way harder at Howard Stern.
And he's responsible for 5 hours a day for like 30 years of, not 42 minutes.
Oh,
of,
I mean, I don't think. I don't know. I don't.
Yes, I understand you.
No, and look, if you ask me who's funnier, fucking Larry the Cable Guy or Melrose Larry Green, I think I would have an opinion. But
Well, in my opinion, there's as big a gap. Larry the Cable Guy is an embarrassing hack. He's an awful stain on comedy.
yeah, but I would not say that.
Like honestly,
but I
as a
wouldn't say
comic,
that.
I'm ashamed to even say he's a comedian.
Really?
That's an opinion.
Artie.
That's a
He's a
man's
disgusting.
Right?
Do you agree,
He tells
Russ?
old jokes. He puts on a flannel and told old jokes.
No, he-
No.
And retards in this country laugh at.
No. Dan, do you agree with this?
No.
Dan, be honest.
I've never laughed at Larry the Cable Guy.
But there's
I
a
don't get
million
it.
people.
Nobody
Dan
does.
just wants to
say-
get paid.
No, isn't. How could you even put him in the same fucking league?
Wow, there you
Jay
go.
Leno is like,
Oh, you
you
rattled
know,
the cage.
fucking Zeus compared to Larry the fucking Cable Guy.
It's very. I know you got a very tumultuous relationship with Dan.
I think it would behoove you to apologize.
See, every time I come on your show, you just attack me. I don't.
I'm not. I'm attacking Larry the Cable Guy.
I'm waiting for the joke to come because how could you even put them in the same arena?
It's okay. Don't worry about it.
But it's different, don't you
No,
think?
I don't. You know, they all have their audiences. They all do well, and they all make people laugh. What? I'm going to sit here and say who's funnier to me? No.
Well, yeah, because I asked you the question. It was funny.
Yeah, I don't. Well, I don't know. I don't know who. I would say they're both funny.
Okay.
I think
Well, let's leave it
You
at
could
that.
say though that in your head that you do have an opinion, but you're going to take the high road and not pick
Right.
anyone. Is that
Right,
fair?
exactly.
statement?
No, it's not even.
Come
that.
on,
No, it's not even that. I tell you, I just think
he's
they're
doing
both
Leno.
funny. They're both funny.
When you get nervous, you do Leno.
Yeah, it is funny, John.
Well, I don't stutter when I do a character.
Now, what is his catchphrase, Larry the Cable Guy? Get her done.
Get her done. Get her done.
Do you find that funny? When he says get her done, do you laugh?
He got missile.
What the fuck is your catchphrase? Time to eat.
I don't have a catchphrase because I'm not a hack.
Nuts. The funny
Because
thing
I'm not
is,
an embarrassing,
if you,
awful hack.
if you knew him, you would like him because he.
Yeah,
I
you
don't,
would like him a lot.
I don't want to meet him.
Yeah, but you would like him, Artie.
Well, he'd hate me.
No, he wouldn't.
No, well,
Because he did that as a joke too. He was shot himself.
He'd
with
hate you
car
after
on.
this fucking podcast.
Well, we don't have a relationship. I'm being honest.
Yeah, you can say that. People say that about
when
me
he
all
tells
the
a
time.
joke, John,
yeah.
and it's kind of funny, and then he hammers it home with "Get her done." Do you find so that's funnier? Like, does it make it way funnier?
No, I don't personally.
What's your favorite joke of Larry the Cable Guy?
Oh, like I'm going to start remembering.
What's
every
your
joke.
favorite joke of Larry
Now
the
I'm
Cable
going to
Guy?
start remembering jokes. Artie, what am I, a fucking?
Well, just we could Google old jokes and find a million of
No,
them.
I think he has a lot of funny jokes.
Well, let's hear one.
I don't. I think Jay does too. I can't tell you one of those either.
Do
You
know
can't
that-
remember his jokes. You say they're funny.
All right. Well, fucking. What's your favorite joke from Billy Crystal?
Billy Crystal is Muhammad Ali.
No,
but-
tell me a joke.
I didn't say Billy. I didn't say Billy
So
Crystal.
you're
was
fucking
I didn't say Billy Crystal was funny. What are you talking about? You just pulled the name out of it. I didn't say. Billy
You don't think Billy Crystal's funny?
Not really. No.
I have 4 friends in show business, and in every
Okay, Larry the
single-
Cable Guy jokes. We have them right here.
Wait,
Justin Google.
in
I have
every single episode of
let's
this
read them.
show,
I have them.
lost a friend.
I have them.
I
ready?
have
You
4
ready?
show business
You ready?
friends.
Tammy,
John
please.
has ruined every single
Tammy, please. No one will know you're
Oh my
here.
God.
Okay, here's Larry the Cable Guy. Jokes.
Yeah. All right. Go ahead.
I was reading the paper the other day because my neighbor got up late.
You need to get her done at the end.
Get her done.
Shut up, Justin.
I had a girl put on crotchless britches for my birthday one time. I come home. She was like, want some of this right here? I go, no. Look what it did to your under britches over there.
I wrote that for her.
Get her done.
Did you?
No, but I'll take responsibility.
I'm on that diet where you eat vegetables and drink wine. That's a good diet. I lost 10 pounds on my driver's license. Get her done.
Wow.
Ever drive down the highway? Ever drive down the highway and a policeman gets up behind you, then everybody goes two behind him? He's like the interstate pace car. I assume he gets a laugh there. Then he gets off the exits and we're back to green flag racing. I don't even know. That's not even English.
I don't know why we're going through this. I don't know why.
Well, let me know when your favorite joke comes up.
It doesn't matter. He's a funny guy. He's been on Tonight Show a bunch of times.
One year, my dad bought my mom a mood ring. Them things work pretty good.
Artie, really?
I assume that's the character.
But really,
When she was in a good mood, it was
Russ,
blue.
are you
When
agreeing
she
with
was
this?
in a bad mood, it made a red mark upside my dad's head. Get her done. Of course, get her done. What happened to airplane attendants being cute? That's a good fucking question. What the hell happened to that? Them girls were so ugly they would make Ray Charles flinch. Ray Charles was a blind guy.
Blind.
Blind.
I think blind was the right
Get her
fucking thing.
Get her
to
done.
say. I don't think
right about now.
I don't think we really had to know that he was black.
I think right about now everyone's wishing they were deaf. This is a song I wrote about my girlfriend. She cheated on me with another man. It's called I Can't Get Over You Till You Get Out From Under Him. Get her done. I don't think I'm doing the get her done's right.
I don't think you're doing him justice. I don't know where fucking Justin.
Well, no, I mean, I'm reading the jokes.
No, I've heard a lot better than that.
Well, these are the ones on the internet that come up.
Oh, no, that's one Justin decided to pull. It's probably like
Justin, what'd you Google?
I Googled Larry the Cable Guy jokes. They could have been.
Yeah, let's Google.
Thanks, pal.
Now let's Google Jay Leno jokes.
This is the last time I let you drive me home and pay for parking.
Justin, this last time you're the kid in the neighborhood who wins the drive John around.
Whatever. What does it matter?
It doesn't matter. You're right.
Like if you read your
You're not
jokes,
upset that the guy who wrote those jokes has a fucking basketball court in his house?
If you read some of your jokes, you think it like we're all going to guffaw?
No.
And, I mean, so you're reading a joke. I mean, it's not the same as someone delivering it.
Well, I mean, if they're good enough, I think he tells jokes that should be good enough on paper.
Okay. All right. Yeah. All right. Stop the presses.
I think you should go with the Canoga Park joke.
Yeah, of course. That's why. You just love to trash.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
You think I love this?
No,
I don't love it.
No, I think you're pissed because the
I'm
pizza
not
just got
pissed
here
at
and you want to eat.
See, that's good on paper. I know. So now, what else? What else besides the podcast? You still writing the book after you made up with Howard? Because there were questionable things in the book.
Well, yeah.
Are you writing the book?
Yes, I am.
Okay, but the book has shit about Howard in it.
Not necessarily so bad that he should be mad about it.
Well, I mean, that's the whole point of the book, right? Is that there are jokes about
No,
Howard.
it's about a fucking stutterer becoming the announcer on the Tonight Show. It's a motivational book.
I'm telling you, that is impressive. I always told you that.
Yeah, and it's a comedy romp through my life, and I have plenty of
comedy
stories.
romp.
It's a comedy romp.
Who wrote it? Mel Brooks.
It's like when you tried to kill yourself and fucking failed and fucking drank bleach.
What is that about?
Yeah, okay. How do you know? When
Yeah, that was warranted.
Yeah, it was because you know what, Artie? Like
I made fun of your joke, and you made fun of me trying to kill me.
yeah, well, what the fuck? You seem to be okay with just trashing people on a regular basis, but yet you can't take it when it comes the other way.
I'm taking it right now.
No, I've seen you get so angry when somebody says something bad about you.
I should have came here by
No,
myself.
I've seen that happen.
Much better if I'd have been here by
I've
myself.
seen that happen, Artie. Like that's why I gotta.
Well, let's move on from this ugliness.
No, because I always
Let me get over it. Let's move.
No, I always treat you like I can't make too many jokes about you because
Well, I know you clearly you put on the kit gloves
No, I do.
with the suicide joke. That wasn't even a joke.
The only reason why he got saved is because his mom was bringing food over for him.
John,
It's not even funny.
Oh yeah.
you should have said it in a Jay Leno voice. Then it would have been funny.
You should,
He lived with it. You want to take a parmesan?
Let's call all the people that were at your gig the other night.
Let's go. All the people. What?
Let's call all the people that were at your gig the other night. I have their names right here.
Yeah, I know. You
Justin, why don't you pull those up?
Oh, you're upset about that, Johnny, after the suicide joke?
No.
How many people were at the big show the other night?
At the stress fire? I already told you already. What, you're gonna like?
Well, not on the air. Not on the air.
Oh, interesting. Okay. It was a Wednesday night. It was a rainy night. And it was me, Jim Florentine, who I promoted. Right. Modi, as you know. Right. Reverend Bob Levy. Right. And it was only like 40, 50 people. So what?
Okay, for me.
So is your goal to say that, yes, Artie, you sell out everywhere.
No, I don't.
God bless you.
I don't.
Yes, you do.
I don't sell it everywhere. Do you think I have a driver? I don't have a driver. Let's move on from this. This was ugly.
I didn't start it.
I did. I didn't start anything either. I was just bringing up. You got upset about Larry the Cable Guy, like I was attacking you. I asked you.
No, but I like Dan Whitney. Tammy,
Who's that?
I tried to step
that's
up.
Larry the Cable Guy.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, he's a nice guy. I mean, he's a sweet
You're
guy.
so
I never met
Don't
the
go
guy.
back in. What is wrong with
I never met the
There's
guy.
nothing wrong with me. I just
Don't go
told.
back in.
I'll be honest. I like the guy. Why would I fucking? Oh, like I liked Russ until he trashed me under.
No, I did not try.
When did he Rush never
Wait,
trashed
so
you.
what happened? Because that's you guys started immediately when you walked in, and he said, "I can't believe you trashed me." What happened?
I think John thought that I trashed him, but I barely remembered what I
Well,
said.
of course
You
you
talking about
know.
the thing on my show?
Yeah.
No, we never trashed you, John.
Oh, bullshit, Artie. And you know what?
Well, what did I say?
No, here's the fucking thing, and it actually does fucking irritate me.
Why
Go
are
ahead.
we even here?
No, it's fine. I don't give a shit because and I called you.
Yep.
Jay Leno has always. This is like Jay's always good at this, and like
Who's better at it, him or
Did you get your fucking giggles, fat man?
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So what happened was fucking.
Dan, let's go.
No, Jay has always said like, if another comic says something,
After Larry the Cable Guy gives you advice, did you say get her done? Life advice?
all
Go
right.
ahead, go right ahead.
So, Jay's thing is that whenever like somebody says something disparaging about him, instead
Right.
of fucking let it simmer, Jay always just calls him and says, hey, did I do something to piss you off?
That
Whatever.
explains the 14-year Howard feud. Well, who should have? He should have picked up the phone there, don't you think?
Well, I think I've already told you on numerous podcasts that Jay offered to call him.
Oh, okay.
And I said, no, it should come from me. And I think anybody, I think even Russ would agree that, I'm the one leaving. Why would I have Jay call and
So
say...
Jay's thing is a good one. Like, if another comic says you suck, you should immediately call them.
I think if it's unwarranted, then I think it's okay to do. And
So you've got about a lot of phone calls.
No, I didn't get any phone calls. Hey, but
So you have phone calls today.
apparently you can have a few after this fucking show.
I don't know what you're talking about. What does that
I
mean?
hope you meet Larry the Cable Guy one day and go, hey, I love you.
I can't wait. I need an addition on my house.
Oh, a cable guy's gonna
My point
he's
is-
gonna make an addition on your house.
My point is, Jay Leno didn't have to change his name to a gimmick to be funny. Well,
So the reason why Larry the Cable Guy is Larry the Cable Guy because he used to call into a radio show is that as
Would
a
you
character.
stop talking about it? He gave it up. You
First of
keep
all,
bringing it
first of all,
back.
Bullshit.
First of all,
I'm
I
defending him.
know the story when American Masters did a Larry the Cable Guy
Okay,
documentary
whatever.
after Scorsese.
Yeah,
It has the whole story about how he became Larry the Cable Guy.
yeah.
American Bass.
I'm sure
And
that
after Richard Pryor.
I'm sure they're doing yours next. The guy drank bleach.
You talking about did Larry the Cable Guy drink bleach?
I'm about
No,
it.
you
Do
did.
you have any of that bleach left over?
Oh, I
Because I would like some.
Anyway, so Jay always says that if somebody says something, you like call them. You just call them or somebody. So
So what happened there? Is there a point to this?
He called me.
well, yes, there is a point to it
Go
actually,
ahead.
Artie. And so Russ was on your show, and you and Casey felt free to be mad that on some shows I was making more money in the beginning, which is such a hypocrisy because you asked me to go do a show, and I said it was already booked.
How is that
but-
hypocrisy?
Well, I'll tell you why. Because you asked me to do. You said I don't care about the money. I just want to do it. And then you and Russ and everybody else was like saying, "Oh, John doesn't." Like KC is like John doesn't pay anybody. And there's okay. I gave fucking DePaula $2,500 for a weekend, which, by the way, is pretty good. He at that time he wasn't making that. I mean, he would make that in a week.
Why would you trash Nick now?
I'm not trashing Nick. I love Nick. I think he's one of the funniest guys.
What nice to say.
No, I'm just saying that
By the way, he wasn't making that. I mean,
I'm saying I didn't.
he's no Larry the Cable Guy.
I'm saying
Who's funnier, Nick DePaula or Larry the Cable Guy?
Oh, now he's got it.
No, I'm saying I didn't short anybody.
Who's funny?
I didn't short anybody. And then Russ
What did I say exactly?
He joined in and goes, yeah, he just went up and did like 5 minutes, and that was it.
He told the truth.
Okay,
So what's wrong with that?
whatever, and he said some other stuff. So I said, he was joining in on the fucking bashing of me.
No, he wasn't.
Yes, he was, Artie. Did you remember it? I remember it. So I called Russ and just said, hey, I don't know why you would do that and whatever. I was always good to you, right?
I bet if we played it again, I don't think I said anything.
I don't
bad
think you
about
said
it.
it.
Well, whatever. It doesn't matter. But we made up, and that was it.
You were very civil on the phone?
I mean, that's it.
Right.
I was very civil, but why? Like, why?
But it
have
does
this
matter,
thing?
though, don't you think?
Well,
Why should he apologize for something that if he didn't say it?
He did say it.
What did
But
I
he
say
just said
exactly?
that he didn't.
But
say
it wasn't disparaging. It
It
wasn't.
was disparaging
How? Why?
I bet if we pull it up,
because he was going, like, saying, it doesn't.
I
Matter.
bet if you pull
It was
up,
the same thing that you always say. Well, yeah, I mean, the fucking guy didn't do shit. And all
pull up
this.
Russ Maneve on
No, I mean,
on Artie Lange show.
every time I do this show, it's a fucking bashing of me.
Thank you for bringing me.
I don't you want to hear what was said? Or not?
I don't think he said anything wrong.
But if I would
course,
cop to
Artie.
it, I would cop to it if it comes up.
Well, because we weren't mad. We're not your enemy. We wouldn't say anything wrong about you.
You're not my enemy. Have you heard the last 30 minutes of the show?
Well, we're goofing around. We're goofing around.
Insults is the
I
intimate
insulted Larry the
language of
Cable
mouth.
Guy, and you had the bleach jokes. Is that a new routine, the bleach bit?
No. Is your
They're
Santa
they're very funny.
Is your Santa the ho 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 gives it a new name? Is that your new bit?
What are you talking about?
Oh yeah, everyone's saying there should be a black Santa. Stop the presses. But no one's gonna believe a black guy is gonna come into your house and actually leave something. Although it gives the term ho 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 a new fucking reason. You remember that fucking?
No, because I've written 7 hours of material since then.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Was that a great joke?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You don't remember that bit?
This is taking
Is that a Larry? See if it's on my jokes. Google my jokes.
No, I'm just saying, Artie. I don't particularly think it's cool to trash other comics.
You made that point.
Yeah.
I just don't think it's cool.
I'm not trashing a comedian. I'm trashing Larry the Cable Guy.
But wait a second. Let's go back. Why? So what do you think that Russ
You know what,
said?
Tammy? I can't remember now.
Don't get an attitude with me.
Unless you don't want.
No, but I can't remember exactly what it was. But it was something that when I was watching
I
it,
just wondered. Yeah.
No, he was just also piling on with it. I don't know exactly.
It's
what
the
it
tone,
was.
maybe. He sounded sarcastic.
I'll do whatever you want.
Is that it? No, don't worry about it.
No, it doesn't matter. We made up anyway. Whatever. I felt
it's
hurt.
not- it's not
what the
tumultuous.
fuck is wrong with that? I mean,
Nothing's
I
wrong
paid
with
you
it.
well, didn't I, Russ?
Yeah, I don't remember.
But wait, it's not.
2,500.
Yeah, but
Was
see,
it?
that's
Oh, okay.
not
Yeah,
nice
nice.
because it's not nice. That's the one thing, John, with comedy. You don't just yell out people's numbers.
That is
because
true.
it upsets people. Because people at home listening maybe don't make that. Just because it sounds like a lot of money, maybe it's not. Maybe
Well,
you guys
Tammy,
makes
then-
triple that.
But then, Tammy, then you don't know how much everybody talked on the air on the Stern Show and said I didn't pay anybody. So there's a reason.
I think
for
I
it.
no, I
remember-
understand that, but to just yell it out like now.
It was 15 years ago.
I think,
Well, then why the hell are we talking about it now?
That wasn't
Because
a
we're
bit.
talking about it is just about what Jay had said. Just call somebody and just end it there. That's all.
I don't. Yeah,
I'm gonna
well,
call you
whatever.
after the show.
I think that Casey was mentioning other gigs. I don't
Right.
think that gig was in question.
First of all,
Whatever. It's a difference. It's gone now.
Yeah, and by
I
the
don't
way,
remember KC being there.
no, he was talking about some
all right.
gig somewhere. I don't know.
But was that wasn't a bit on the air that you didn't pay people? No one ever said that.
Yes, that's what that
Who
was.
did?
That was the
I
theme.
certainly- I
of
never
it.
did.
I never said that.
That was the
I'll bet you right
theme
now.
of it. No,
I
yeah.
certainly
$100
never
right now.
said that.
No, you didn't say that.
I
Russ.
never said that
it was
either.
All, but that was Casey's lament. We made up since then.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, like Casey was,
know.
whatever.
That's an awkward situation because Casey was middled.
In fact, I would bet 100 now on a table. I'll put it down.
2,500.
I'll bet 25. I'll bet
your
$100
fee.
that if you pull that up, I bet you would be like, "Oh, Russ really didn't say anything that bad." I'll bet 100. Now you could keep the 100 if I did say.
I'll tell you what. After.
No, wait. Let's be
after-
clear about this. What do you think? Because I'm a little bit. What do you think he
don't
said?
remember anymore. I don't remember anymore.
Well, you thought he said something disparaging.
I'll put the
about
100 up right now.
Yeah.
No, I mean, he was. Yeah, he said John. He
Russ
just
taking
showed
a
up,
note
did
out.
3 minutes, and fucking didn't do anything else.
All right. So okay.
So it was something
But
like.
John knows from being on the Stern Show. Sometimes it's not what you say. It's like the tone. It's like sarcastic. It sounds.
Yeah, it
sarcastic.
was just like a piling on thing when Casey was.
Let me know. I'll bet the money.
Casey trashed you? Well, he's not like that either.
Well, no, we've made up since then as well.
Okay. How is he doing, by the way? I'd like him to come on here. I got to reach out for Case. Is he doing okay?
No,
No?
he's not doing that well.
He's a
with this girl
great
still?
kid.
Same girl?
He still has a girlfriend.
He does well with the ladies, I'll tell you that.
Well, fucking guy's an Adonis.
Absolutely.
You know?
Yep. He would, do 9 minutes on a gig and have a threesome, and I'd be in my room after doing an hour and a half and watching biography on A&E.
Oh, stop lying.
Drinking bleach.
Artie.
That was my favorite drink back then.
Yeah, I do want to ask
So that
you
is
about-
good advice, though. That
I do want to ask you about
Go on,
that.
baby.
Artie, please, could I ask you a couple questions? I mean, this is a simulcast
We're out
for
of
both
time.
of us. No. Please, no.
Can I end my podcast now? We could start yours with that.
How
long
are we talking?
45 minutes.
All right. Let me just ask you a question.
feels like days.
All right, seriously, and I've been interested in this because I've been. How many times have I called you and said, "Is everything okay?" And you all right? And I've heard this, I've heard that.
The same amount of times I didn't answer back.
See, you just got to make a joke.
Too bad you didn't have a cat.
That
You
was
could
a
teach
blo-
how to send an email.
That was
No,
a
but you don't-
sandbag, blindside.
No, but you don't.
Came in nice and just.
But you don't understand something, Russ. I've always loved Artie.
No.
I've always considered Artie a good friend. I think Dan would agree. And
Nothing from Dan.
Dan Whitney or Dan Ford?
Dan Filoni. No,
Why do you remember the name?
You know that art is a good friend. Get her done.
Artie doesn't behoove you to make fun of him.
It behooves you. Them girls there got no panties on.
No, here's the thing, Artie. I called you when I heard that, before the bleach and everything, and I said, Artie, are you all right? I've heard that you're like doing this shit, and you were like, I'm fine, John. Thanks for calling. We had a long, beautiful conversation. Interestingly enough, which is so weird, I was on the way. I was actually in the parking lot to play golf with Bruce Jenner at Sherwood.
Wow.
And I
What does
talked
that have
to
to do with this?
After.
No, it was just. This was.
It was after.
This was.
What a name drop that was.
Well, it was pre-Caitlin. But anyway,
What does that have to do with me?
it doesn't. It was just weird. That's where we
You
were.
were with a
After-
famous guy.
But that's where I was. And
By the way, I was with somebody famous.
all right, whatever. And
You were dying, and by the way, I
No.
was golfing with a famous guy.
no. And I talked to
Guy
you,
is.
Calabasas.
and I talked to you, and I was very concerned because, as you know, I was one of the only people that, heard about your fake death when Captain Jenks called in.
Everybody heard about it.
Well, okay, but I'm the one who called the Hard Rock and got Jason Kaplan to go up and knock on your door because I thought it was true. Because when the producer at the Tonight Show heard that, just listen
Yeah,
for a
tell me.
second.
I wasn't saying anything.
All right, the producer. No, because
1942.
the producer at the Tonight Show, they pulled me aside. Like I was busy doing a shoot for the Tonight Show, and they
And you thought you were getting fired.
and they pulled me aside
You
and
should
said,
have told him to listen. You see, instead of me, you singled me out. You should have told
"No,
him.
I'm
to.
sorry, Tammy." Well, anyway, so they brought me down, and the producer said, "John, I have some sad news for you. Artie Lange is dead."
Oh, wow.
And I cried.
Wow.
And I screamed. And then I called the Hard Rock, and it was just like, Jason, what's going on with Artie? And he was like, well, what are you talking about? And I'm like, I just been told that he's dead. And, I had them go up because I was crying. I love Artie.
And Leno says, "Man, when a friend dies, you should really call him."
No. See, this is why
Stay the course, John. You hold steady.
this is why it hurts me when he goes to me because
When a friend dies, John.
Oh, he's a comedian.
No, I know, but anyway. So
I thought Jimmy Walker was dead. When Jimmy Walker died.
Wait, don't say anything about Jimmy. Jimmy's my friend too.
Dynamite.
So anyway,
Hold steady with the story, John.
so then
Plow through.
so then I found out it was all a hoax that Captain Jenks did. So,
Hey, Artie's dead. Get her done. Hey, it's Larry the Cable Guy. Did you hear your friend's dead? Reminds me of a joke I do about dead friends.
so then the next
I love him
time
so
I
Boy, them friends are dead.
so then
Those are my very good friends. He and his wife.
how dead are they, Artie?
Boy, he drank them bleachers.
So anyway,
I was too big for my britches.
so then the next time I had heard that Artie was having problems.
You hear that sound, distant sound? That's people canceling the subscription.
Yeah. Anyway, well, I'm sorry for all the 5 people. But anyway, so then I called Artie after he was on the Stern Show, and I heard he was taking some drugs, and then I called Artie, and you and I had a lovely conversation, and we talked. And
That's I didn't expect.
and I said, Artie, please, you're a great guy. You're one of the funniest guys I know. Please don't.
Besides Larry the Cable Guy.
Don't do that.
Who's funnier, me or Larry the Cable Guy?
You are, Artie. So then we talked, and
That's bullshit.
Don't trust that tone.
no, and then 3 months later, probably because it comes, then I hear he tried to stab himself 9 times and fucking drank bleach to kill himself, and I was just like, man, I was so upset in my head, and because I love Artie, and I was like, this guy's too talented to start killing himself. You have your own
Start killing?
To start.
Well, that's what you did. You started. You didn't finish, all right, asshole. But
After this, I'm going to finish.
But I was very upset, and I was worried about him.
Yeah.
But you know what? You can go.
And then you got back to Bruce Jenner and golfing?
See,
How did you get through that?
just whatever.
Hey, Bruce, are you going to become a chick?
Artie
It looks like you're losing job. You're scoring on points.
No, but here's the thing, Russ.
Hey, Bruce, you should become a woman. Hey, Bruce, my friend's killing himself. If I were you, I'd get a pussy.
No, but here's the thing, Russ, because I really do love Artie, and I really cared
Bruce,
about him.
I love Artie. I'm very upset. Are you paying for this round? Hey, Bruce.
But I was very upset, you know,
what?
and I didn't want.
The only thing that would cheer me up is you becoming a chick. You should get a cunt.
But no, so I was very
I'm
concerned
so
about
upset
Artie.
about my friend Artie.
And then after
I can barely let you pay for a round of golf.
after you try, and by the way, Artie, let me ask you a question. While you were stabbing
Can
yourself,
Brody drive me around?
Artie, while you were stabbing, did it hurt, or you didn't care at that
Can
point?
Brody drive me to the...
See, he doesn't want to answer a question.
Does Brody drink?
No, but when you were stabbing yourself, did it hurt?
I don't know. You're the Puerto Rican. You tell me.
No, I'm just curious. Like, you kept going. Like, what? You just with that?
I couldn't get her done.
No, so you don't want to talk candidly, but I'm
That's a great question. I'll think about it.
all right. So you just want to avoid the whole thing,
Hey,
but
Bruce, my friend's stabbing himself. Can you get a pussy and buy me a car? Can you tell everybody I write on the Tonight Show?
dude,
Bruce, did you hear that I'm a writer?
no, I love it. I love that all you can get out of this while I'm talking about your fucking
Hey,
potential death.
Bruce,
is
who's funnier, Larry the Cable Guy or Scott Disick?
He knows
Hey,
Scott,
Bruce.
He knows Scott Disick, but not Dan
Hey,
Whitney.
Bruce, can you tell the Kardashian kid to get me free socks?
Free socks.
Hey,
Where's that
Bruce.
fucking come from?
Can you get a pair of tits? Do you have a connection to get pussy?
But either way, Artie, I mean,
Hey, Bruce, I'm getting a divorce.
so
Did
you
you
don't-
hear that? On
he doesn't want to
Entertainment
talk
Tonight.
about a serious issue, but it's fine.
Bruce, did you hear I got an in-ground pool on Entertainment Tonight?
Artie, let me ask you just one question. Are you okay now? Are you ever going to do that again?
After this,
No, seriously.
leave.
Well, how can he answer that?
I'll probably do it again.
What do you mean? Why? What is bothering you?
I don't know.
No, really, no. Yes, you do know.
The fact
Tell
that
me.
the fact that I didn't come through with my promise to you to give you gigs.
No, Artie, just be honest.
That is upsetting.
This is not
I
all a
thought
joke.
we were giving gigs.
After that, $2,500.
No, just honestly, like,
Hey,
why?
Bruce, I can barely golf. My friend's stabbing himself. I can barely go through with this.
This is why I knew we shouldn't have came to fucking Artie's.
This is the old Billy Burr.
Because he won't answer a
I should
question.
have came by myself. That's the thing. I was supposed to before.
Well, thank you.
Yeah,
So,
and
so here's the thing, Artie.
I know.
So now when?
Are you okay to not do it again? That's all I'm asking.
Probably not. No.
Why?
Someone like me always does. The statistics show I will do it again.
But what is bothering you? Is it still your father on the roof?
Thank you, John, for bringing that
It
up.
doesn't mean
Don't
anything.
ask the hard
He's trying to change the subject because he's getting killed.
No, I don't give a shit about getting killed. Is that what it is?
It's another no-hitter.
Is that what it is? Is that what is making you miserable?
I'll tell you, I think Artie's father still bother him.
Is that what is making you miserable? I'm asking you a question.
Bruce, are you also cocksucker?
He's not miserable. Look at him.
I'm having fun.
Is that what is
Did you
making?
see him look
Is
at
that
me?
what is making you miserable?
So
Is it
mad.
still that?
This is out of control
I
now.
don't even understand what you're saying.
What I'm saying is, what would cause you to do it again? What are you upset about? You're making a lot of money. You have a beautiful place. You have a lovely family. What drives you to go there?
I don't know. I don't like the fact that you're not doing well.
No, Artie, just answer. Can you answer
As a
seriously
friend.
about one thing? I'm asking you a question. What drives you there?
Well, apparently Justin. Well, I know what drives you everywhere, Justin.
Yeah, I know. No, I know, Artie. I know,
Justin, can you drive me there?
Artie, I'm asking you as a Artie. I'm
Justin, I might stand myself again. Can you drive me there?
Artie, I'm asking you as a friend. What is it? What is bothering you about it?
You're making no sense, John. Come on.
No, what?
I'm sorry I'm busting on you. I'm sorry I busted
No, but what depresses you so much?
John, I'm sorry I busted your chops. Okay?
No, I'm asking you. It's not because you busted my chops. I care about you. What is it?
John, I apologize for goofing on you.
No, that's not what it's
I
about.
apologize for making fun of Larry the Cable Guy.
That's not what it's about. I'm asking
I don't
you.
know how close you were to Larry the Cable Guy.
That's not what it's about, Artie. I care about you. What is
Well,
it?
you're not. But the show's supposed to be funny. You're not being funny.
Yeah, because I want to know. What is it?
Because I want you to be funny. Be funny instead. Because this isn't a therapy session.
All right. Well, I just.
Tell your joke.
Look, I love you and I care about you, and I hope that you don't try it again.
You're upset I goofed on you.
No, I'm not.
I
I meant to ask you this from before I even got here.
Yeah, well, I apologize for goofing on you.
No, you don't have to. I don't care.
You
always
want me to
goof
cut out the goofing on Larry the Cable Guy?
No.
Is that going to cost you a job in the next
No.
movie?
All right. So I guess you don't
The
want
next
to.
movie where he shits his pants.
I guess you don't want to answer honestly. I'm just asking you an honest question.
Larry the Cable Guy shits his pants, starring Stuttering John.
I'm going to start stabbing myself. It's going to be me.
Dad, how long
Take
have
me
we
with
been?
you.
How long have we been talking?
No, I'm just asking you an honest question, but I guess you don't want to answer. I don't.
No,
I don't know what upsets you.
I don't want. Nothing upsets me.
I mean, you're on Judd Apatow's show now, right? I mean, you're doing well. You know, you're usually successful. Like, what the hell do you need? I don't know.
I apologize, John.
Dan, why is he? I'm just asking a serious
Oh,
question.
I think we can all agree life is difficult, and
Yeah, I know, but I never took it to that level. You know what I
But
mean?
watch you-
everybody's different.
I just watched you drink about 15 beers and suck down a whole.
Well, here we go with the exaggeration.
No,
I had,
well, how many
I had
beers?
3
Yeah.
beers since I got here,
not being-
maybe
you're not-
4.
And
You know,
that's not even recent, though,
You're not
John.
being your
That's not
likable
like
self.
it was last month. I mean, that was a while ago, and life has changed for him since then. And,
All right.
you know,
I just look, Tammy. I
don't get mad at me.
No, but
I'm
I-
not selling
Is this
you
your?
out.
Is this your show or mine?
Well, who hasn't thought about
It's both of
suicide?
ours, and I know
Who
Artie.
has- right.
Who hasn't
Listen,
thought about suicide?
look, okay. Here's the thing.
He was with a girl who tried to kill herself last
Oh
week.
yeah, I don't even tell that. No,
So
no,
he
last night.
picked her up.
But all I'm going to say,
Who hasn't
happened?
thought about it? You've never thought about it? In
I'm
your
just
life?
trying to say that I
What
want
you were with a girl
Artie
that
to
tried to
live.
kill
Should.
herself?
I want Artie
Were
to
you with a
live.
girl who tried to kill herself?
Yeah.
What did she have? Vision?
No, I just
We'll
want.
take a break. Let's take a
I
break.
just want Artie to live. That's all,
Thank
Russ.
you.
I'm not
Thank
trying to be
you.
a dick
Oh,
here.
dude, I know.
So, Artie, how are things going with the HBO thing? Is that cool?
That's great.
So, when does this thing air?
What air?
The
This
thing,
this podcast about a couple hours.
no, the thing that you did with Judd Apatow.
Oh, I don't know. But they don't get. There's no release date yet.
Oh, really? And what is it called?
Crashing.
And what is the premise of everything?
It's about your career.
So, what is the premise? I like honestly.
It's about a comic who's doing well and he drinks bleach. No, I don't know.
Hey, Artie, I hope you know I just
feel
care
like
about
talking
you.
about it.
I don't want anything to happen to you. That's all.
Thank you. It's like it's a guy plays a comedian. It's honestly, it's hard to explain. Really, he's a young comic who comes to New York and with his wife to try to be a comedian, and it's based on a true story. And the kid goes to the Comedy Cellar every night, which is what he really did, and he meets a lot of comics who he are fans of. He's a fan of.
Yeah.
And he latches onto a couple of them, and he crashes on their couches, and they take him under his wing, and like be his mentor, and he opens for them and shit like that.
So who plays the Judd Apatow character?
John Apatow's the writer director. He's not in it.
No, but who plays the guy that is everyone's?
It's not based on Judd Apatow. It's based on another kid who Judd Apatow.
Oh,
He's just producing it, Judd.
yeah, but who plays the kid?
A guy named Pete Holmes.
Oh,
who was a
Very
a
funny.
comic who. Do you know him, Tammy?
I do.
Very
funny.
nice guy. Very nice guy. And he really did this. He came to New York and came to the. Suppose he met all of us. He met Russ and us and all these guys, Tell and all these people. We were all there, and he said Patrice O'Neill was rude to him, which made sense.
So then he really met him.
Yeah, and who else? Who else? He said?
Why was Patrice known for that?
Patrice was good to me, but there were a lot of people that he,
Well,
I'm
he
sure
was-
if this kid came and just came up and Patrice would go, he'd go, I'm a big fan. And
He judged
Patrice would
other
go,
comics.
Of course.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, you wouldn't like him.
He was confident.
If someone was a terrible hack, he would say it.
Like you?
Thinking, yeah,
Yeah, we wouldn't
thinking
make
it might
it
help
out.
the business.
You never saw Patrice perform ever?
I don't.
Tremendous.
Like maybe at the Comedy Cellar once or twice.
Very
Top,
unbelievably funny.
tippy top.
Unbelievably funny.
Dynamic. Like literally, you
Yeah.
couldn't.
Yeah.
You didn't want to go on after him. 'cause
Hall of
he was
Famer.
It's
Hall of
it's not like Larry the Cable Guy stuff. It's a little more.
Fame. Even you would actually make a decision between who was better.
I'm not.
He's no Bill Engvall.
I'll tell you
What
something.
was Bill Engvall's catchphrase?
I'll tell you.
Here's your sign.
Here's your sign.
I know when Bill Engvall was on the Tonight Show. He
Well, everybody in comedy knows that date.
he,
we refer to it here as 9/11.
It sounds like 9/11.
What are you on the highway?
no, but he asked
What is
to
that?
smoke a cigar. No, maybe it's the other guy. Who's? I think it's
Yeah.
Bill Engvall. I mean, who's the blue collar tour? It's Larry.
Bill Engvall,
Oh, it was Ron White.
Albert Brooks,
No, it was Ron White who
Ron White.
who insisted upon smoking a cigar while he was getting interviewed. I know Jay was not very happy.
Why? Why's he mad at that?
Because Jay didn't like fucking, you know.
Well, Jay was judging him. Was Jay judging him for smoking a cigar?
Jay has no interest in smoking or drinking. Jay has never done either one.
Oh.
You know? He's
Well,
never done
He
drugs.
must have been mad at you. You
You ever
smoked
seen
and
Jay
drank.
yell ever? Like snap?
Get mad.
He got mad once when J Lo showed up like
I thought
a half an hour late, and he was like,
What's up with this fatty ass bitch?
he was like, let's just do the show. I don't care, you know. We'll just
Did he ever
do the
just
show.
like snap though? I can't picture him.
No,
snap.
I never saw him snap.
Yeah.
You know, he was always he's actually one of the coolest dudes.
Nice
in the
guy.
world,
I mean,
you
That's
know.
cool.
Well, if he gives you advice to call somebody like that.
It was always nice.
Well, you know what it was already? Because you know what? How I got the advice, Ralphie May was on stage at the Tempe Improv, and he was going through who was going to be appearing like next, and then he just read through the calendar, and he said, and then it came to my name, and he goes, you know, and no, it's Ralphie, and he just trashed me.
Wait a minute. Who you told? Wait, explain that again. Ralphie May.
This is Jay talking?
No, it was Ralphie.
It was for a second, though.
Yeah, I know. Hey, look, whatever. I'm 18 beers in, but but Ralphie said something like disparaging, and then I heard about it. Someone called me and said Ralphie was trash. So then I just I asked Jay about it. And he's like, just call him, and then I called Ralphie, and again. He was so cool. He's like, oh, nah, I was just riffing and I was going, but everything was cool. I don't know. I just think it and that's why the whole thing with Howard is it's just like, why have why have all these grudges? Just call and that's
I
it.
don't think Howard even knows you emailed him.
But do you really care what every single person thinks? Because I mean, literally, John, I've been
John
doing
is
this
sensitive.
for
John,
right
what is
22
sensitive,
years, and so many people say so many horrible things
Yeah,
about
well,
me.
and it's hard.
And
it's
I don't
hard.
care.
It's hard
You?
business.
Well,
No,
but
they never say it to my face, but they say it about
Really?
me.
like who?
Lots of people say it. So why do you care that so many people say
Well, no,
anything about you?
no, it was because I've hung out with Ralphie a bunch of times, like before that. So I don't
What
know.
did Ralphie say?
I don't even remember, but it's just weird. Like to me, when you hang out with somebody, like who
Well, I know at the Comedy Cellar, people were talking about the Ralphie May Stuttering John feud.
You remember when it was me, you and Gilbert, Artie, and we were talking about Craig Gass, and you and Gilbert did like 20 minutes while we were eating pizza.
At the Brooklyn Diner. That was the time I paid.
That
Oh,
time.
is that every time?
Unbelievable. Well, so you bought a new house, John. I'm reading in some material. Say anything you bought a half.
Yeah, what's the name of that town again? I heard it means something.
Yes, I understand it's like Canoga Park for poor people.
Every time Jay says something bad, he sounds like Stuttering John.
What is the joke? What is the joke about Canoga Park?
What is that in English?
I'm not going to bring it up again. Artie, why? So you can...
What is that in English, John?
I want to say get her done afterward.
Well, you know what? You live across from Manhattan. Beautiful view.
It's beautiful.
It's gorgeous.
Very nice.
I live across from the Home Depot.
No, you don't. I thought you said, well, you said it's a big house. Isn't it comfortable?
No, it's just a townhouse. I mean, it's like this.
Well, you got to live close to your kids, right?
Yep.
How are your kids doing? I know first of all, that is good news. You said your daughter, your oldest daughter, is in college. Is she in college?
Well, it's a he now. All right.
I didn't know that. Wait, totally a he.
Yeah, my oldest is transgender.
Had an operation.
Is that really true?
Yeah.
Why?
That's
Wait, I
not
knew
true.
that. Let's get this.
Is
well,
it true? Are you kidding? I
No,
thought you were
I'm not kidding. at all.
Let's not kid at all about this.
Yeah, no, let's be serious.
So, wait a minute.
No, it's a comedy show.
Have an operation?
What?
Did she have an operation where it's fully?
He did.
Yes, he had top surgery done. He didn't have a penis because
Wow. Okay. So now, how old is he?
19.
Is he in college?
Hold on, just fucking light a cigarette. He did a semester at Pitzer, and then because it was very hard for him to, he just wanted to get this top surgery done. So
No, I'm saying that's great. So was everything?
he
fine?
took off a semester, and then he did that.
Is he having everybody's cool in his life? I mean, like other
Well,
students.
yeah, I
and
mean,
shit?
I'm
I know
I'm
you
very-
are, but I'm saying other students, are they being all right with him?
Well, yeah, well, I don't know about other students at Pitzer, but I think that he needed the time to, just be
Adjust.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? And that
I can imagine.
And this is even before Caitlin. Like he called me out of nowhere and just said, "Dad, I want to talk to you." And then we talked for a while, and he said, he goes, I've always felt like a boy trapped in a girl's body, and this is something I want to do, and I don't I've never felt I was a girl, and and I was like, oh, cool, just be happy,
Right, but
And
you knew that he was gay for a while, right?
well, no, I didn't know until 9th grade when
That's pretty early, don't you
Yeah.
think? For someone to come out like that?
Oh,
No, it's
to come
not.
out- to come out. I think to notice. It's
To come out?
That's
Okay.
not early.
well, I should have known when I got her at the time, a pink bicycle, and she refused to ride it.
Well, I mean, but you were always. I remember you guys were always very cool about it. You were cool parents, which is great because if you don't have, if a kid doesn't have that, forget it. That's a tough deal.
Yeah, and then in 9th grade she came out. She got bullied all throughout high school.
Terrible.
But it's probably more about you than that.
What's that?
Probably is about you, though, don't you think? She got bullied more because you were her father?
Oh no, they didn't know that. I mean, it was more about
Well, that doesn't help Tim.
Wait, Kate came out as a lesbian, still a girl.
Yeah.
And bullied for that? Really?
Yeah,
In California.
In this day and age?
Well, yeah, it was in 9th grade. She came out, and and she got bullied. In fact, the principal had to call me, told me to stop. And
Oh, there you go. I didn't know you were going to a joke.
There you go.
but anyway, no.
I didn't know you were exploiting your.
See, that's 2 minutes right there, Ross. I've seen
No, but actually,
Get her done.
and then she said,
get a drummer
Yeah,
again.
come on, Artie. I'll keep doing this.
Get him done.
I'll keep giving you material.
He's got a one-armed and Def Leppard.
You're the
drummer.
one who went in. Yeah, you're the one who went into that.
No. But then what happened was,
I'm being nice. I don't want to. That is a serious thing. It's tough to do.
no, yeah, and she got bullied, and then she decided to set up like an anti-bullying campaign.
I love that.
And she set up a program called Friends for all the lonely
Now,
kids. And,
well,
and
that is something.
transfers.
Tammy's point is were the other students aware that her father got famous on a show that was famous for bullying people for 22 years?
Right?
No.
All we did was bully people.
No, but then in 12th grade, her and a girlfriend became the first homecoming queen in Calabasas High School
Wow,
history.
that turned around. That's
That's a
great.
big-
Yeah, and this is our, and like I brought her out on the football field. It was like obviously it's in halftime, and and when they announced Greta at the time,
Right. What's her name now? What's his name?
Night, but like then the
gotta
whole
think
place
about it.
went.
Wow.
Think about that.
That's
No,
a
well,
cool name.
but the whole place went crazy. It was and you understand Calabasas, Artie.
Yeah. I've been there before.
All right, but it used to be known as Cala Blacklist.
Right.
You know, it was you know.
So you buy a
Till
house
the
there.
Kardashian showed up.
And no, and then the Wayans family.
Cala African American.
Then the Wayans family moved in. It was 50-50. But what happened is like.
Do you do that, Joe?
I don't know, Artie.
That's something with the R.
Says
Kelly.
2 minutes
That's something with
and
my R.
10
Kelly.
seconds.
no, but seriously, it was.
That's the Wayne Cage 12. That's your Cage 12.
No, it was a big triumph, and you know, and like the news covered it, but they never mentioned me. In fact, Baba Booey even said when I talked to him.
Well, it's
about
probably good for ratings.
No, they never mentioned me at all. And
It's not your story.
No, exactly.
Yeah, right. It's not about you. It's true. It's good that they did.
No, I know, but you were asking me, but nobody, you know, it wasn't about me, and I was very proud.
What about
and,
what about your other children? You have 3, right?
Yeah, my middle daughter is.
How's she doing?
She's in high honors, and
It's great.
You know, excelling. She's won 1 billion awards for academics.
So you're close with them, divorce-wise. You guys, you see
Yeah,
each other.
yeah.
How often do you have custody?
And then my son is 10.
Now, when is he going to be old enough to drive you around?
4 years.
Now, is Justin going to train him?
And he
What does he want to do? Does he play ball? Is he
he's a skateboarder.
Oh, that's good.
That's cool.
Which I, you know,
California skateboard kid.
That's cool.
I knew I shouldn't have got him into weed, but he's a skateboarder, and he also.
Do you say "but" real quick after every joke?
You know, all right, I just know you're gonna trash me, so I don't care. But
No,
anyway,
I'm just saying. I don't know if you should do that because you know what? It's like you don't have confidence in the punchline. You think you got to do something.
I'll tell you a funny story.
Go ahead. Oh, it's about time.
Afraid to laugh.
No.
It's about time, but
Get her done.
get it done. But go ahead. Go ahead. What is
No,
it?
I'm not even.
What is the funny story? Go
No,
ahead.
I might get in trouble for it. Actually.
Oh, well,
I'm not- I don't
You're worried
say-
about that now? Wait, is somebody seriously? Somebody might get pissed.
Well, yeah.
There is a lot of John and I can't talk about. There is a lot of Stern Show gossip, but you work there a long time and you do become friendly with people, and there's some people that you hope are doing okay that I really like.
No, but my son's really cool. He's like,
That's cool.
He's 10 in a freaking 15-year-old's body. I mean, the kid's
Well, you're studying that harder.
Well, he's a huge computer guy, and he's
Girls or
learned
guys' body?
He's learned how to hack. Let's just say that.
Really? What do you hack into?
Oh,
Oh
wow.
my God! Probably your Tinder account or something.
No, he's hacked into things. That's what I'm worried about, Artie.
Well, are you
'cause if
kidding me?
anybody-
Like
what?
it's just, I don't want to get.
I think it's cool.
Oh.
What do you hack into?
Yeah, I don't. I'm a little worried.
Global
about saying it.
thermonuclear
Yeah,
war.
Exactly.
There's a reference.
Larry the Cable-
Exactly.
You really dated all of us on that.
Larry the Cable,
Exactly.
Larry the
You
Cable
got
guy.
it.
Larry the Cable guy's joke book. Did he get into that?
No, but he's
Disclaimer: He is.
He's
my
like
friend.
he's a genius too. The kid like all the kids are really really bright.
Who do they take after?
There we go.
Suzanne.
Nah, you guys are very. You and Suzanne are very bright.
But she's got a boyfriend already.
Who does?
Susanna.
Are they getting married?
They live in Sherman Oaks, which is like 20 minutes away. He's
Right.
In your house?
Well, that's good.
no. They got their own place.
What does he do? Is he in the business?
He's a
Susanna, his ex-wife.
What's his
he's a struggling artist.
What's his
Oh,
catchphrase?
no.
He's a struggling artist.
What's his catchphrase?
Well, he's half white, half African American.
Is he really?
Stephen Curry.
So she won the mulatto.
Play a little wordplay.
That was quick. Come on.
Justin doesn't even
Get
know
her
that
done.
word.
Get her done.
She won the mulatto, but no. So what does that mean? So that's good. Why do you have to bring that
Gives
up?
her the
It's
Powerball.
racist to even bring that up.
No, I just thought that you would enjoy that to
Why?
make fun of me.
I would not. Why would I make fun of you? Why? Because she's dating a black guy. I would never do that.
Would you get back with her if...
No,
You don't want to do that. No.
no. I mean, there's not. I mean, I love the girl, always will love her, but I'm not.
Yeah, a black guy struggling artist. I'm sure he makes a lot of money. Black guy struggling artist. That adds up to a big paycheck. What kind of art? What does he do? Is he a painter?
He's a painter.
Like
He's
Basquiat, like Jean-Michel Basquiat,
a boat builder.
Is he?
Yes, he builds boats.
Oh, really?
like George
Model boats?
Steinbrenner,
What?
Like models?
like
Like,
George.
why hey, why an artist?
No, like sailboats. It's like real
like real
boats.
boats.
So you could have a business doing that.
Sailboats. That's good.
And
He builds. So is he building a sailboat right now?
he has one in the garage actually at the place.
He's got a full boat.
Any takers on it? So he waits for people who want to buy a sailboat, and he sells them a sailboat.
I guess that's what he does. Already.
Is the sailboat market big in Sherman Oaks?
He's a nice guy. I don't have a problem.
It sounds like a great guy. But,
Yeah,
Is he good to your kids?
Yeah, I guess so.
Well, what does that mean?
It sounds well. I don't want to. It sounds awkward. I don't want to get involved.
No, he's good to the kids.
Any complaints from your
Everything's
kids about him? Yes.
fine. He's good to the kids.
Really?
That was a yes.
Does he watch them at the
No,
zoo?
he's- What?
Does he watch them at the zoo?
Was there ever a time?
Dan, look at Dan.
At the zoo.
But Dan
At the
laughs,
zoo.
it's painful. Like, I love the pain on his face. It looks like Chinese torture.
For me?
No, for Dan, I love when he laughs.
Because kids at the zoo can get away from you.
I love it.
Does he have kids that he brought into the picture?
Yes.
Of course.
Oh my god.
So they live with two of his little girls in the house.
So they better watch those kids at the enclosure. Does he teach your kids how to get over the fence?
Just,
His kids teach your
This
kids.
is so wrong.
They get along, all the kids?
Do they? Yeah, that's true.
Yes, they all get along.
And was there ever a point, I got to say something to this guy because my kid's complaining.
Are you married?
No.
Are you divorced?
No.
Have you ever been married?
No.
But it's not a hard thought process, right?
Yeah, I'm saying. Is
Well,
there, he's asking a question.
What is that?
No.
No. But go ahead. What you were saying? It was.
Well, why were you asking me that? Because I should know the scenario on some
I
level?
don't know.
or- Oh, okay.
Do you have any children?
I don't.
Do you want them?
I think maybe one day, but I'm not. It could not happen too.
Will your
I'll be
future?
Do you want kids, Artie?
I'll take the two mulatto kids.
Here, take Justin.
Are they for sale? No, what do I want kids? I don't know. Probably not.
That's why I'm here.
I've always thought that you would want a son just to take him to the baseball game.
Yeah, all right. And then what am I doing with them?
The game ends at some
Have him
point.
drive you home.
I like them to do exactly. And then what? No, I don't know. I don't think I want kids. Though.
Really? Like all your life? Because all my life, I always wanted kids.
Well, you're
Did
Puerto
you,
Rican.
Tammy?
No. I love my son. I'm happy that he's here, but I was only grown
Not
up and
planned.
got pregnant by accident.
It's a big responsibility, especially if you're a comedian. You're traveling, and it's a living thing you got to take care of. I know,
I don't know.
And I worry about, I don't know if I worry about like messing him up more than anything.
Right.
They come out good, then it's the parents that mess them up.
But yours is what, 8?
8.
Yeah. I mean, I love my kids. I wish I had more, actually.
Well, go ahead. You can have more still. You're a man. You can have more.
That means I gotta freaking get married again.
You don't have to do that. Why don't you just buy,
You're Puerto Rican. You don't have to get married.
I know. I did it the first time, but I'm just saying.
But,
because my first one, oh fuck you. But the first one, I got a target on my fucking back, but I just take it because.
What?
this is good.
Don't be a victim. Be a hero.
I am a victim. I'm a stutterer.
Well, stuttering gave you, a nice life.
That's true.
Yeah.
It did.
But honestly, when you drink, do you stutter more?
No, I don't stutter at all when I'm drinking.
I mean, you always said that. I remember about that.
Yeah,
You
I always
said
say
you
that
get
like I'm
relaxed.
slurring, John.
You get relaxed.
Yeah. I don't stutter when I'm
Because
drinking.
you could live life and be
But you know what,
sociable.
Artie,
But John the stutterer, that guy has a bad affliction.
I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
Because I have really bad OCD. I mean, bad OCD. Like I take medication for it.
Right. Clearly, you're very precise about everything.
And
Well, how does that manifest itself? Because OCD people used to have everything organized. Everything's got to be in place.
I'm the other OCD. I'm a slob, but
Right.
but I do, like, if I have a bad thought, like if I'm leaving your house,
Right.
and then I have a bad thought, I'll hold the door open and walk back in, and,
You're
and then walk
obsessed.
back out.
Oh, well, yeah.
And no, it's awful.
He called at me 7 times when we were on the balcony.
Oh, I
Artie.
know.
So
What happens when you have a funny thought?
Anyway, so but
you get so mad at me. Look at you so mad.
no, I'm not mad at you at all.
It's so
No, I love you, Tammy. I'm not mad at anybody. But but the truth is, and because all my kids have it.
Oh, that sucks.
And my dad.
It's tough to see a kid with that because
And my dad had it, and like for me, believe it or not, to have like some beers, it takes the edge off it.
Well, no,
It
I
just-
believe that
We get that.
completely.
I mean, so
You should try heroin.
no, but I mean,
Coke.
yeah, no, it really does
Well,
help.
of course, Dan. I mean, John, it's alcohol. Of course, it does. It helps you a lot. I mean, that's what.
I mean, it takes that edge.
John. Yeah, it takes it right down. Well, I used to do coke and sit in my room.
Well, you
That's
focus.
it.
You focus
Because
more
it
on
calmed
coke.
me down.
You
Oh,
focus.
really?
Yeah.
Coke would calm
I didn't
you
know
down?
coke calmed you
Some
down.
people
For
do.
me, it did, because I'm crazy in my head.
Some people do coke.
Oh,
Get over
really?
they get over the gorilla enclosure.
Go by myself.
It's on this gorilla enclosure. His name is Harambe.
Well, let's.
God rest his soul.
Let's. We took him right out. Took him right out. Put it this way: if I have a 3-year-old kid and a silverback gorilla is pulling its shorts up, if you have a gun and you don't shoot,
No, I agree they had to kill him, but you know what, Tommy? I don't believe that the gorilla was going to kill that kid.
I don't think so either.
Well, I don't
I think
think
you would've
you're a
fucked
judge
them.
of gorillas.
What if you fucked them?
I don't. I don't think you know. I don't think you're a judge of
Let's give our-
gorillas.
Well, yeah, no, I know that, but I just don't think he would have. But I don't blame them for killing him.
Yeah, it's
Justin,
not a chance
start.
you
Justin,
can
start the
take.
car. Let's give our plugs.
Yeah, let's get the fuck out of
It's
here.
not the first hole I dug.
John, what you got? What you got coming up?
I'm going to be at the headlining the Tahoe Improv
Say it like Bud Friedman.
I don't know how
You,
Bud would
you
say
were doing it earlier
Well,
with your British accent.
yes, I'll be at the Tahoe Improv June 22nd to the 26th. And
Try it not like him.
okay, and then I'm going to be at the Irvine Improv, the Irvine Improv headlining that June 15th,
That's great.
and then I'll be in Vegas July.
Where do you play in Vegas?
Well, you know what, Artie? I'm one of the guys that was booked to do a week at the Improv at Harris, and then what happened? I don't know. They closed down, the Improv in June.
Really?
Yeah, and it was.
Do you think they knew that before they booked it?
Yeah, I think they knew I was coming.
After they booked you.
Who else was going to do it?
Well, I was the headliner, but it doesn't matter. They just closed it down, and then so that went away. And some guy, you'll love this. So some guy, I'm like, all right, well there goes fucking, some good money, and then
At least $2,500.
yes, at least 2,500. Sorry, Russ.
No, I thought that was more than enough.
Yeah, no, it was actually more than that, and then and then some guy called me and just said, "Hey, do you want to come to the Adrenaline Bar and Grill?" And then
Tammy, what are your plugs?
Lexington, Kentucky. Yeah, the comedy off Broadway, way off Broadway, and then the Des Moines Funny Bone.
And when are you going to do the podcast?
well, these are two
This is
now.
my last podcast.
I guess so.
Thank you so much. It's been
You did
wonderful.
nothing wrong today at all.
Yeah.
Nothing.
We're fine.
Yeah, no, I think everything was fine. And then I'll be.
So how many are in the books?
What's that?
How many podcasts are in the books?
Well, after this, there'll be 4,
Yes.
and then
None have aired yet?
What's that?
None have aired yet?
Two aired.
Oh, okay,
Howie
so you got
Mandel
two.
and
You got
Guy
two in the
Fieri.
can.
Yeah, now the Pat Cooper one is gonna drop on Wednesday.
Drop.
Who, you P. Diddy?
Yeah, drop it like it's hot.
Whatever. It'll air
Russ,
on Wednesday.
Justin, where are you going to be?
Comedy
Right outside wherever John is?
Yeah.
He's
And
going to
then-
be in therapy. That's where he's going to be.
But go ahead and follow me at Stuttering John M on Twitter.
Did you ever get verified?
No,
Not yet?
nope, they won't do it. And
Why
then
not? Why won't you do that?
I don't know. And then StutteringJohnMelendez.com. And Tammy, you want to plug your sites?
How many followers do you have?
Dude, I'm still just 11,000. I know you have 400,000.
That's not what I'm asking. That's not why I'm asking. Huh?
No, I only have 11,000, man. I'm a big loser.
Monday we had the big Stuttering John show. The whole radio community recovering from that. John wanted us to cut out. Basically, he goes, Artie, try to cut out where I sound like a scumbag, which would have been everything he said. Honestly, we couldn't cut around it. If we cut out the parts, again, John has a thing where if you get into a fucking with each other contest, like busting each other's balls, whatever you want to call it, and you're winning. You're getting laughs and he's not. John gets very, very defensive, and he gets hostile and he gets evil, and he's like a cornered rat, and then he'll spew out the most vile stuff you've ever heard. He was kind of famous for doing that on Howard. And the thing with Howard, on the Howard show, John it could seem like John was winning in a wit contest with somebody because John knew how to play Howard. If Howard was mad at something. I'll give you an example. The first time I did Conan, I was a regular on the Conan O'Brien show well before I got on the Howard Stern show, and I was proud of the Conan appearances. I worked hard on them, and Conan had me on every couple of months as like the second guest, and for a comic in his late 20s at that time, that was a big deal. And the first time I did it after the Stern show, I mentioned that I had just gotten the Stern show, and that led to Conan talking about Howard. He was being complimentary, but I guess Howard got mad at something Conan was saying. And, when you did an appearance on the Stern show, pre-Howard, it was easy. Post-Howard, there was added pressure of, first you got to get laughs with the crowd in the audience, and the TV crowd has to like you. And now there was the Howard review, and that's the only thing that made, any sense at all in your life, because that was the biggest thing. So you had to make sure Howard liked him. So I wasn't really fully initiated in that. So John and Howard were out the Friday night it aired, and Howard got mad at something Conan said. And even though I was getting laughs, that's all Howard fixated on. He was pissed at me. And John knew this information. So 6:02 in the morning, Howard takes a call, and he lets a call through that goes, Artie sucked on Conan. I'm like, okay. He's hostile, because I knew it was a passive-aggressive thing. Howard did a thing where he didn't say it, he let the caller say it. And then John walks in. So John, at that point, to make Howard laugh, doesn't have to be funny. He just has to agree with Howard. He's like, Artie sucked, and like goofing on stuff I did. And Howard's laughing at it because he hates me at this point. And now at that point, there's no one, everyone has said this, Jackie, you can't win. In that room when you have to just take it. That's the move. Don't fight back, just take it. So I just dummied up. But within that conversation, I wasn't aggravated at the John stuff because, again, on a level playing field, a battle of the wits, I could level him every time. And in the next 4 years, that's what I did every time. And he would get evil and say evil shit. Not as bad as the other day, but it's just, unless he had inside dope about Howard being mad at you, then nobody could win. Within it, Howard, I guess, was so mad that he goes, and you said to Conan that you're here every day. Now that gives me pressure to have you in here every day, and I'm not sure what I want to do. Now, that got to me because we had a contract. Yeah, he told me, oh, yeah, you're the guy. It was announced in the New York Post. He goes, now I'm like going, oh, fuck, what did I do? Did he hate this? Did he hate when we said that much? Do I not have this job now? And John, of course, secretly was delusional and thought he could sit in that chair. He wanted the job. So John's giggling. Yeah. So, and of course, Howard's not going to do that. He's not going to let him, without a stutterer, John's working at a gas station in Massapequa. You need a comedian to sit in that chair. It's 4 hours of being funny or saying something relevant. So that really got to me, and I kind of dummied up the whole morning, and people were like going, what are you upset about what John said? I'm like, no, I'm worried that I don't have a job now after I changed my whole life. I moved back from California. So again, I figured Howard was just mad, and he said it out loud. The third hour, he realized that maybe that was it, and he said, no, you're my guy, man, you're my guy. But anyway, the point is, that's how John operates. And of course, at the end, I had the job. Thank God. But, a bunch of times after that, John would, on a level playing field, try to take me down, and it was like a beach ball coming in. But that Conan thing really pissed me off, man, because he showed his true colors there, and he would try to pretend, I'm your friend. They're like, no, you're not my friend. People want to take you down. They gang up on you, especially in this business. Any job where you're making big money, there's people who want to take you down. And you have to fight it in a way where, look, you either win or you lose. That's how it is. And the scumbags win sometimes. And, that was the situation there. And a lot of powers that be were waiting for me to fuck up because that chair was a very big thing to have. And it went on right up till the end. And the heroin finally took me down, but a lot of people let that happen. And there was a lot of people there who thought they were going to be sitting in the Artie chair. And it's, what is it about? 6 years later, and nobody's there. A lot of people will say they're my friends, too, now. Like, all of a sudden, they see the writing on the wall. And maybe, old Howie's not going to be their best buddy. There's some people that work there, I feel like, going, guys, listen, when the day that Howard leaves that show, that's the last day you're seeing Howard. He's not calling you back. You're not going to Jennifer Aniston's reception. You're not on the private jet. unless you literally have blackmail pictures like Ralph, you're not hanging out with him.
So what are you saying?
Ralph must have blackmail pictures.
So you're saying when you got the chair that other people were trying to fight to get, even after you would sign the contract?
Absolutely.
Yeah?
Oh, absolutely, sure. And something like that, someone like John is one of these guys swirling around who sees, okay, Howard, he was out with Howard, he probably saw Howard really get mad at me. For what Howard was mad at was I allowed him to be judged by a guy that he doesn't want to be judged by in Conan. And he don't play that. I mean, there's a reason. I mean, Howard is one of those guys. He's a legend and an icon, and as successful as he is because he's the combination of work ethic, great businessman, and huge talent. Like, that's a rare trifecta. He's a genius performer creatively.
He said in a video.
He's a I'm just gonna talk over him. He's a self promoter like you've never seen before. He's a genius self promoter, and he's a genius business guy, and he's also ruthless. He will steamroll you like a lot of DJs in the late '80s found out. That fucking guy, and he almost drove that guy to jump off a roof. The guy in Philly, the zookeeper,
John DeBella.
Yeah, John DeBella John DeBella's probably not a bad guy. He just got in the way of a freight train that was not losing. Danny in Chicago worked for a guy who was, Danny produced a very big show in Chicago. He was like the Howard of the Midwest. But what took that guy down, I don't say it for sure. I think he might have had some issues I had.
He did.
Yeah, so whatever. I mean, I think there's a guy, obviously a talent on the air, but there's other factors that took him down. Howard has none of those factors that take you down. And Bruce Springsteen's like that. Jay-Z appears to be like that, like, to make a more modern reference. Like there's Richard Pryor was a genius, but he was a junkie. There's a lot of guys, quite frankly, who are not as talented as I am, who are way more successful in this business because I'm a junkie. I don't have all those factors. Howard does. And, if someone can get on that good side, if someone's not talented, say like a John. No, whatever. I mean, John's whatever. He's got a certain talent, but there's a lot of people who work there who go. They can be very dangerous because their entire existence is based on the opinion of one guy. So they're not your friend. As a matter of fact, they're dangerous to have around because they will rat on you. They will find, and that's what life is. They will be ruthless to try to get the job in that chair. So I think John, and that's a good question, Ben. There were people after I signed that contract. I think John saw how mad he was at me that night and knows the ruthlessness of Howard, that maybe he thought it wasn't just something. In other words, when Howard said, I don't know if I could have you in here every day, John probably said, oh, fuck, maybe this is an opportunity. And I could be the guy who's Howard's friend now. Like, I'm helping you take him down on the air. So I should be in the chair. Right. I'm Cinderella. Look at me, Howard.
Right.
I want my cigarettes, Howard. Nurse Ratched. It's me, John. I want my cigarettes. I want my cigarettes. It's me, Nurse Ratched. I want my cigarettes.
My whippets.
Yeah, my whippets. There's whippets. That just sums it up. So, but what happened was, Howard calmed down and then said, no, you have the job. And then Howard became a very good friend to me and obviously a guy who gave me an opportunity that was the best ever. The reason I have any successes is because of what Howard did for me there. But I was a comedian before the show. That's the difference. John was an intern. I was, quite frankly, a self-made millionaire just from comedy when I got to the Stern Show. And that's the difference. I knew what I was doing. I had 2 hours of stand-up. I was ready to make money because now I had a way to get people in seats. I went from playing, people say, how'd that change your life, that show? I went from the Funny Bone to Carnegie fucking Hall. But you got to have the hour. You got to have the material, and I had it. So that was a big swing and a miss by John. And then, there was a lot of them in the future. And the other night, he just walks in here and he just aggravates me. Immediately he's 18 beers deep. This poor kid, he's got driving him around. This great comedian, Tammy Pescatelli, who's got as a sidekick, and he's just shitting on life. He claims he needs money, he's broken, but he's got this opportunity to do a podcast with Adam Carolla, and he's fucking ossified drunk before he does it. And I go, well, okay, it'll be your podcast too. So I let him do the intro. The intro, what the fuck? So and when you bring that up as a friend, like John, you're an alcoholic. You have to stop doing this. You have to get it together somehow. If you're gonna get a podcast, you can't shit on the whole thing. And he's like, oh, the other night, he came in here, and so I just went at him a little bit. I was like, let me stick this Cincinnati Zoo gorilla, see if I can fall in his enclosure, and get him to adjust my shorts. Well, what happened was, we again, like happens a lot. John engaged in a battle of who's funnier. And quite frankly, without the Howard thing, I will take him down every time. Every time. He'll never get up. If we may use the metaphor of a battle of the wits as being a stickball game, if I'm up first, John will never get up. I won't make it out. And that's what happened. So the thing that broke the camel's back, I think, was when I started doing him and the Bruce Jenner thing, because of course, clearly he's Bruce Jenner's friend, and I don't know, he was best friends with Larry the Cable Guy. I mean, Jesus Christ. So Jay Leno gave John a job. Jay Leno told John he could tell people he was an announcer. Guy's got a speech impediment. Gave him the most coveted voiceover job in the history of television with a speech impediment. You'd think you'd be loyal to Jay Leno. Then Jay Leno allows John to tell people he's a writer. A writer for The Tonight Show. That's a coveted thing to say. You know what an insult that is to writers on The Tonight Show? And I say to John, who's funnier, Jay Leno or Larry the Cable Guy? And he can't be. First of all, you don't have to be loyal to Jay Leno. It's a retard can answer that question. One guy was a failing comedian, and he realized that retards in the Midwest would laugh at him putting on a flannel and a tool belt and telling old jokes with a catchphrase, "Get her done." Jay Leno's your buddy, even if you don't believe it. The answer is Jay Leno. When someone asks you who's funny, Jay Leno is a revered comic. Forget The Tonight Show. Jay Leno was a fucking rock star comedian before The Tonight Show. He took a lot of edge off the way Letterman did when he went to 11:30. Leno was known as like the assassin because he would just level hecklers, level them. No one had a shot. I saw him live well before The Tonight Show, and he was as good as a comedian is. He was in the Leno, Richard Lewis, Seinfeld, all those guys, the Kinnison era. He was as good as it got. And then he got a mainstream show, and he became more mainstream, and he took a hit for it. He's not a great interviewer. He's a comic. But a lot of people, thought he wasn't as funny as he really is. But he's amazing. Larry the Cable Guy, look, God bless him. It's America. He made a lot of fucking money. Guy's got a basketball court in his house. They pay a lot of money. He's cashing it. But the answer who's funnier is, come on. Come on. A retarded little leaguer says Jay Leno. And then John tries to do that impression. You know how much Jay Leno must hate John? Like, yeah, we're friends. I go to Jay all the time. Jay Leno. Sure, Jay appreciates the impression. The job he gave him. Who gets that job? You know who gets that job? People who don't stutter.
He got to lift a coffee mug after a while.
Yeah, and guess what? How long was he the announcer? For about 8 months. Leno had it was an embarrassment. It was an embarrassment. So he had to stop. He's like, come on. He had to go, listen, John, we'll make you a writer. How about that? Well, you can call anything to get you off the air. We'll call you head writer. Well, you're the president of NBC, okay? Just anything to get you off the fucking air. Now I'm a writer. I don't announce anymore, but I guess it wasn't working out. It wasn't working out. Instead of Nicolas Cage, John would say Nicolas Cage. And I'm not kidding. The guy who had the job as the announcer on The Tonight Show, in his audition tape, said, listen, announce a couple of celebrities as a promo tape. In one of the tapes, John said Nicolas Cage. I'm not kidding. John said Nicolas Cage. The word was in his audition tape for The Tonight Show. Tonight, Nicolas Cage. Pamela Anderson. Instead of an A, he put ER at the end. Pamela Anderson. Why go through the fucking process of auditioning him?
You guys riffing on that tape. I remember when he goes, give me a band, Scott, and you go, the Bay City Rollers.
Oh, so funny. Again, a beach ball coming in. So, the other night, I just, I was pitching a no-hitter. Just, boom, boom, boom. Everybody's laughing. And I think, I didn't realize how best he's friends he is with Caitlyn Jenner. Yeah, Bruce Jenner's a great guy. We're friends. We're friends. We're friends. How Bruce Jenner at a country club? Do you know? I mean, do you know how many times you probably tried to get security to come over? There's a Puerto Rican here. Can you do something? There's a Puerto Rican smoking and drinking Schlitz beer. He's shirtless and he's throwing the ball. That's him. The guy goes, yeah, that's him. You should be a girl. I think you should become a girl. And that's what you want to be. And you confiding in me, man. You should be a girl. I'm going to take a shit. You better take a shit. You should be a girl. Yeah, I'm writing a book about a stutterer becoming a tonight show. It's got a lot of anecdotes in it. You like anecdotes? So John got upset. So, not being able to form a joke, he thinks, what could I say that'll really maybe shocking and hurt Artie maybe, as if he's capable of doing that. So he creates an awkward moment. I was never for 1 second hurt or offended. It's just awkward. What do you say? So he goes, Artie, why'd you stab yourself 9 times? Why'd you drink bleach? Because your father fell? Well, listen, I can't. So it's like there's a pause because what do you say? What is there to say? So you keep plowing for. I took a break and then we went back to abusing him. So after the show, John, of course, because he orders people around. That's what he does. Tells Dan after other people pull him aside and go, maybe you don't seem that likable, John, when you brought up out of nowhere the suicide attempt at Artie's father who fell. John, of course, under the guise that he's upset that I might be hurt by it, which I'm not. Under that guise, John goes, for Artie's sake, cut that out. He tells Dan, for Artie's sake, cut that out. I don't want to leave it. When really he's worried that he's going to look like a complete dick. And there's no other way to look. So he tells Dan, you know what, Dan, here's your deal. Just cut out the part where I talk about Stanley, the bleach, and his father. So basically what he's saying is, don't air the appearance.
That was the entire conversation.
Don't air the appearance.
Yeah.
That's what I said. So I'm trying to explain. A lot of people are asking me on Twitter, why would John, I thought you were friends. Why would John say, okay, there's your first. We were never friends. So my point is, guys, it defies odds. We were never friends. We're not friends. John wants to come here because he wants more followers on Twitter. I get a call from John, and he goes, this is the calls I get from John. Artie, could you call Twitter and tell them to verify me? Excuse me, John. Do you have a main number for Twitter? I'm going to call Twitter. I'm going to go. Someone's going to say, "Hello, Twitter." Hello, you've reached Twitter. Yeah, could you verify John Melendez? Absolutely. Artie, could you call? Could you call Twitter? Tell them to verify me. He's got 11,000 followers, and he thinks and he's not verified. Could you tell him that this is your friend John Melinda? He's always got a new tweet for me. Artie, could you tweet? I'm going to be at the stress fact. Stress. And hey, why don't you go by? Well, it'll be a good time. And not that I want to plug it, because you might bring people. I'm not because of that. But you come by and say hi. and then I'll just tweet your comment. All right. So anyway, people were asking why John yelled out just vicious, vile things when he's my friend. Number one, he's not my friend. Number two, that's what John does when he's getting beat in a battle of the wits. May I dare I say, using a cliche, a war where he's not armed with wit. He gets vile. He just yells shit out to try to shock people. That being said, that's the portion of the program where Artie explained to John.